Well, calls are growing for Fulton County, Georgia District Attorney Fani Willis to step down from the election interference case against former President Trump. I mean, can she do the job with all that's going on? That's the question. She herself is snarled in a messy love triangle, allegedly, and faces calls to resign for paying her alleged lover, Nathan Wade, big money, $650,000, despite him having no experience. She put him on the Trump case, arguably the biggest case of her career, and paid him, and now stuff's happening. Here's Trump's attorney.
I think there's a general concern in this country right now, and this sheds light on that, Martha, in that we're appointing these individuals to positions of power where they have access to taxpayer money, and they're selecting cases to become more famous, not do the right thing. And then we see this slew of corruption that eventually comes down, including this story.
Yo, what's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro, back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we've got her, guys, at Dead to Rights. We've caught Fani Willis once again. I don't know when she's going to actually be held accountable for her actions. First, she's, persecuting Trump, weaponizing the Department of Justice system against Trump, and everyone turns the blind eye on that. Now we point out the fact that she's been laundering and embezzling taxpayer funds with her boyfriend, Nathan Wade, and now they're trying to brush that off too, guys. No. This following clip, guys, we've got her caught dead to rights. What she just did, she got caught in public doing herself. Very excited to check out this clip and see exactly what Fani Willis got caught doing this time. It just never ends with Fani Willis. I feel like she won't, give it a break until she loses her job. It's time for Fani Willis to recuse herself from the Trump case and resign from office, guys. Well, let's get straight in this clip, see what's going on. I'm excited to see what Fani Willis has going on now. So we're going to get straight into it, and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end so you guys can get my thoughts on the back end, guys. And also, so YouTube pushes this video out, definitely stick around until the end. But let's get straight into it. Before we can do that, though, make sure you guys smash that like button. Also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Fani Willis is becoming the biggest car wreck in Fulton County, Georgia history.
And the Lord did not cause you to stumble into $600,000 of taxpayer money because you're sleeping with the dude who's the lead prosecutor.
This is a self-inflicted wound, Fani. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. And we just keep watching Trump winning just by existing. I'm so glad you guys watched till the end. That really helps this channel, helps my job, helps me want to do more of this research. If you want to see more of these episodes, be sure to subscribe because I'll get the message loud and clear. Here's the lay of the land in 3 headlines. Well, here's the Associated Press. Could Georgia's Fani Willis be removed from prosecuting Donald Trump?
Should this case be thrown out? It should, because it is clear you have prosecutorial misconduct.
That's a good one. Here's the New York Times. Judge unseals records in divorce case that has entangled Trump prosecutors. Here's the Washington Post. Opinion: Fani Willis has given Trump an unexpected gift. Trump didn't have to lift a finger. All he had to do was count on the Democrats to appoint someone as corrupt as Fani Willis. Here's Julie Kelly. Lol, Fani Willis is such a rock star attorney that she busted herself in a court filing related to knowledge of the Wade's failed marriage. This is Jocelyn Wade's attorney. Subpoena for Willis's deposition is on hold for now. Here's a first look at Jocelyn Wade's attorney.
The face of her pleading shows that she has unique knowledge with regards to this case. She could have filed a motion for protective order alleging all of the legal grounds for which she would like to not have to sit for a deposition, and she believes she's protected. But she didn't stop there. She went further. She asserted in her pleading, her motion for protective order to prevent herself from sitting for a deposition, that she knows the cause of the separation of these people. She knows detailed facts, allegedly, about their relationship. And albeit we'll deal with the falsity of those at a different hearing, that's what she said. She said it in her pleading. So on its face, her argument fails that she does not have unique knowledge with regards to the party's marriage and this situation.
Fani Willis, in her own pleading, admitted to having unique knowledge. Now, you'll see by the end here, her lawyer is going to try to throw Nathan Wade under the bus. They're going to go, hey, don't interview Fani Willis. Go subpoena your information from Nathan Wade. He's got it. That's how loyal this couple is. But my interest really isn't in the soap opera and gossip of the actual relationship. That's what Jocelyn Wade's lawyer's job is to get as much money out of this thing as possible. My interest is only in seeing Fani Willis get taken down by the same legal system she's trying to use against Trump. If you use a corrupt Georgia legal system to go after Trump, I hope the corrupt Georgia legal system destroys you.
However, protective orders should not be awarded when the effect is to frustrate and prevent legitimate discovery. Furthermore, the Georgia Court of Appeals has held that protective orders are intended to be protective, not prohibitive. And that's exactly what DA Willis is seeking to do in this case. She's not seeking protection, she's seeking prohibition of our ability to access facts.
What she's saying is that Fani Willis is not looking for mere protection, but prohibition of the seeking of facts. This is a cover-up by Fani Willis, who ought to be about transparency of the court case, of the law. She keeps talking about there will not be special treatment under the law, but she wants special treatment under the law.
We have the right, regardless of whether or not the grounds for divorce alleged in the petition is that the marriage is irretrievably will be broken, to discover information with regards to adultery. We have questions. I want to know about how he's been spending his money. I have a reason to believe he's spending it on another woman. That's my client's money.
This is where the bizarre thing ends up accidentally benefiting Trump like through the roof. This divorce attorney only has interest in proving how much money Nathan Wade spent on Fani Willis because she's trying to get money for her client, Jocelyn Wade. The more money Jocelyn Wade gets, this lawyer's probably on some kind of a percentage. She gets more money. However, the more money that she gets for her client from Nathan Wade, the more it proves that Nathan Wade and Fani Willis misspent money on themselves and not on the actual Trump case. This isn't like a Democrat where they all have the same goal of just getting Trump. This attorney just has a goal of getting her client, Jocelyn Wade, more money, and it destroys Fani Willis and protects Trump.
It says the person seeking the protective order had unique personal knowledge of one or more matters relevant to the subject matter. We know she did. She put it in her pleading. We also know that she did because although she asserted falsehoods in her pleading, we asserted facts in our response. And those facts, even the ones we've just shown, clearly demonstrate that she's got some unique personal knowledge in this case. But more than that, we're not seeking her deposition as the district attorney of Fulton County. We're seeking her deposition in her individual capacity as the alleged paramour of my client's husband. So whatever her job is has nothing to do with whether or not she should have to sit for this deposition. I'm sure that it's inconvenient. It's inconvenient for all of us.
Think of how inconvenient it is for Trump. So Fani Willis can't use inconvenience as an excuse. Trump is trying to run for president, and you don't care about how much it inconveniences him or America.
She stated unequivocally, DA Willis stated, if we pursue this subpoena, we are obstructing justice.
Yeah, you know, Ms. Hastings, that's why I told Mr. Axon to stay away from that.
Got it.
Got it. Stay away from that, Fani, you fraud. She's trying to say that them pursuing a divorce case is an obstruction of justice. This exposes her. She's going to have to step down, recuse herself, or get impeached. This girl's going down. We have a little more on that.
She is in a long line of politicians who are trying to essentially take advantage of Trump to build their name ID. And she was also trying to get money in the process.
Judge in Trump prosecutor's divorce case cuts off Fani Willis's lawyer during hearing. Let me interrupt you, he says. So that was Jocelyn Wade's attorney. Here's Fani Willis's lawyer. Again, bad sound, but I put some clips together here where The judge just steps in and shuts him down.
Is that she's dealing with, over in Fulton County, the election interference case involving former President Trump.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Axson, let me interrupt you. Let me
Yes.
ask you just to focus on the part of the law that says the proposed opponent lacks unique personal knowledge of any matter that's relevant. Are you saying that your client lacks unique personal knowledge that could not be discovered some other way?
I would argue that she does, that the knowledge that she may or may not have is not unique. You've got two parties in the case, one who is alleged to have some extramarital affair with Ms. Willis. If that is the case, if that is true, he has that information.
I don't know if you caught that at the very end there, but he's saying there's two in this affair, Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. And Nathan Wade would have the information you're looking for. So go subpoena and interview him. That's Fani Willis's lawyer just threw Nathan Wade under the bus. How's that feel? Now here's my old pal George B. Hizzy on Twitter breaking: the Georgia State Senate will authorize a special committee to investigate Fani Willis for criminal misconduct and corruption. She's getting hit by their Senate. That's the resolution document. Let's read a few paragraphs here together. Creating the Senate Special Committee on Investigations to provide for the issuance of compulsory process to secure the attendance of witnesses or the production of documents and materials and for other purposes, whereas it has come to the attention of Georgia Senate through public reports and court filings about Fani Willis, district attorney for the Atlanta Judicial Circuit, which comprises Fulton County, has been accused of various forms of misconduct relating to the prosecution of cases related to the 2020 presidential election. And whereas such relationship, if proven to exist, would constitute a clear conflict of interest and a fraud upon the taxpayers of Fulton County and state of Georgia, establish grounds for District Attorney Fani Willis's recusal from further involvement in the prosecution, potentially delaying it indefinitely, and requiring the appointment of a special prosecutor at public expense, and subject District Attorney Fani Willis and potentially others to discipline by the State Bar of Georgia and other entities. They could get her disbarred. She could get prosecuted. This is good news. Now, I don't trust the actual Georgia Senate. I don't trust politicians. So I don't trust Kemp. I don't trust their AG.
That Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, and Chris Carr, the attorney general, need to do their damn jobs and order a criminal probe here.
I don't trust Raffensperger. I don't trust these people. I'm not saying they're corrupt. I'm saying the way they act smells really funny to me. Too much politicians getting in bed with big corporations and weirdos for them to look clean. And Kemp, you should live your life beyond reproach. You should know better being a Christian. Getting on to this Fani Willis case, I just want to give you the big picture. When all four of these indictments came down on Trump, all these different cases, Alvin Bragg, the J6, Fani Willis's case was seen as the strongest. It was seen as the best going. Look, this is in a state, so he can't dismiss himself because you can't have the presidency override the state. So even though he can get dismissed in all the other cases, January 6th, Mar-a-Lago, this one he can't escape. And so this is the strongest one. Well, now all of the press has completely changed that. They're going, look, the J6 one with Chutkin and Jack Smith, that's the strongest one. This case over here in Fulton County, Georgia is compromised. And now the weakest because of Fani Willis, made a self-inflicted wound.
You knowingly did it and you got caught. She should be removed. She should be disbarred.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. Definitely going to be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those of you who want to go over there and check that out. Also, for you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug some love. Oh my goodness, you guys. The whole Fani Willis case is compromised. I know the district attorney down in Fulton County, Georgia is sitting there seething mad. How bad of a district attorney do you have to actually be to screw this one up? You had the most basic instructions, the basic rules to follow. Let's not forget, this was all brought about. She was working in coordination with the Biden administration in the White House, guys. This wasn't brought about by simple old Fani Willis. She was installed, and she couldn't carry this one out. How do you screw this one up? This whole case has been compromised from the start, with Fani Willis's blatant, political interest, and persecution of Trump. This was originally one big plot to take Trump out and to gain fame. Fani Willis has now turned that whole plan upside down by the involvement trying to, embezzle taxpayer funds. That's where she got herself in a lot of trouble. She didn't think she would get caught. She didn't think, those on the right would do research. I don't know if she thought the patriots on the right were lazy and don't do their research or what, but definitely going to do our research into what you have going on to Fani Willis, and it wasn't that hard to find. Fani's misconduct was very blatant. It was in our face this whole time. They've been working hand in hand. We've seen, Fani Willis paying this guy over $650,000 on the books, over almost double what they're paying other firms. There were limits set on other law firms and how long they could work. They could only work, I think it was 10 to 12 hours, whereas Nathan Wade and his firm were on the books for 24 hours at a time sometimes, just running up the books. We're nearing the very end of Fani Willis's road, guys. She is going to have to recuse herself from this Trump case very soon. By the way, she just compromised this case. She cannot say that, she doesn't have any personal interest in coming after Trump. There is no possible way that Fani Willis can say that she has no personal interest in pursuing this case against Trump, guys, when she is enriching herself off of the Trump, been embezzling taxpayer funds to her boyfriend, her lover, Nathan Wade. She's caught. And all the statements say it. All we're going to need is those bank statements. We've already seen a couple with Fani Willis's name on it. We've seen hotel rooms, stays from, San Fran, Napa Valley, Florida, taking Norwegian cruises, Caribbean cruises. I mean, you name it, they've done it, and Fani Willis is all over it, guys. Hopefully the Georgia State Senate, does their part, holds this lady accountable. This is just not patriotic. This is not justice right here. Fani Willis has now set a very bad precedent for how our district attorneys will conduct their jobs, and carry out the law, and that's not what we need from these prosecutors. We need justice. We need someone who's going to be, fair and neutral. Fani Willis is obviously not that, especially in this Trump case where she has a blatant TDS syndrome, Trump derangement syndrome seething out of her pores. That's why she thought she would never get caught. The Trump derangement syndrome. She's like, I'm going to take Trump down, and I'm going to get rich in the process, and I'm going to get famous. This is going to be a win-win-win for me. And it's all flipped upside down to a lose-lose-lose. Guys, definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. When are they going to drag Fani Willis into court? I think it's the 24th. What do you guys think is going to come out then? Really think the 24th will be when we see Fani Willis take an abrupt halt, especially on that Trump case, guys. This is all a win for us. Trump is, not tied up with his case. Fani Willis is too busy trying to figure out her life, figure out her career, because it's coming to an end very quickly, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. Does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. Also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one.